Hey everyone, and welcome back. So I have a couple things to get to today, including a little bit of a follow-up to the previous video as far as the Shout Factory, Scream Factory announcements go, now that they are official. Plus some other stuff to get to is definitely going to be jumping around a bit today. And today, when I'm recording this, hopefully when I'm uploading this, is June 6th, which is Robert Englund's birthday. That's right, the man, the legend, Freddy Krueger himself. And in honor of that, I'm actually wearing one of my Freddy Krueger shirts. I actually spent, it's obviously from Nightmare 4, I spent way too much time trying to decide which Freddy shirt to wear because it was kind of bouncing around, but I decided to go with the Nightmare 4 one with the sunglasses just because it seemed a little bit more festive since it's his birthday today. So definitely wanted to mention that, and also a very big thank you, and I'm definitely glad I checked. I need to give a very special shout out to Adam from Hype Is Here Media for tipping me $5 on the last video, which means so much to me. That was an absolute nice surprise, and I'm actually glad I noticed it before I recorded this video. So I want to give him, obviously, a very special thank you. He's been a big supporter of my channel for a while now. And also, go check out his channel on YouTube at Hype Is Here Media. Yeah, he's getting closer to 1,000 subs, so definitely go over and sub to his channel. He's a big movie fan like me and does a lot of movie videos as well. So again, that is Hype Is Here Media, so please go over to Adam's channel and give him a subscribe. I almost said follow. Is it? No. YouTube and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. And if you're new here, also subscribe to me as well. Give the video thumbs up too. It helps. And without further ado, let's get to some stuff. So let's see, where should I begin? Let's go to so Kevin Smith made sort of a loose announcement about two of his films, obviously, that would be coming to 4K. The first one does look like it is actually coming. It's a 4K release of his movie Dogma, which he said should be out by the end of the year. And then next year, because it will be the 20th anniversary, there most likely will be a 4K release of Clerks 2. So I wanted to mention that. And then up next from Kino, they announced that they are coming out later this year with a 4K release of the movie Hardware. Now, we did get a previous release of Hardware, just looking for my copy here, from Umbrella. They released it on 4K as well earlier this year. And now Kino is going to be releasing it here in the States. So until we get the details, we'll see. I'm going to assume the 4K version of the film will be similar. Now, as far as extras go, obviously won't know, but yeah, finally, am glad for those who didn't pick up the Umbrella release, will be able to get the Kino release as another option. So definitely wanted to mention that. A very cool and underrated film if you've never seen it. And up next from Sony, coming August 26th, is a special 4K release of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, celebrating its 50th anniversary, if you can believe that. Will be a 2-disc set with a 4K disc and included Blu-ray. The Blu-ray obviously has most of the extras. I think they're all pre-existing extras, if I'm not mistaken. The 4K disc obviously has a 4K restoration of the film in Dolby Vision with HDR. And Sony, one of the few studios that actually does this, so we'll have the original mono soundtrack, a 5.1 remix, and a brand new Dolby Atmos track, which is very cool because, again, Sony is probably the only major studio that I can think of that is consistent in always including the original theatrical mix, which you'd almost think that was a given, but no. Actually, no. It's almost rare when we get that from other studios. But definitely one of the funniest films I know I've ever seen, so happy that is getting a 4K release. And again, that is due out August 26th. I don't know the retail price at the moment, but basing off of their, by the way, it's a steelbook. Basing off some of Sony's other previous steelbooks, I'm assuming the retail price probably will be the same at $55.99. Obviously, it'll come down as it gets closer to release, but I assume that's probably going to be the same retail price. Up next, the Australian company Imprint has their next release coming out. When does this due out? Again, September 10th, retailing for $199.95 Australian, is a 4K and Blu-ray release of Michael Mann's The Keep. And this initially is going to be in one of their big sort of limited edition versions, just like, well, they've done that several times, including one that I got not too long ago, their release of The Never-Ending Story, which, as you can see, is in this massive set, the size of the book. Now, I'm going to sound like an idiot. Well, I usually do, but specifically, once more, so when I ordered this, I didn't realize, like, I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't realize how big it was until I saw it. And as you can see, this thing is huge. So now I don't think this thing is that big, but it's pretty big. Anyway, this thing is loaded. Now, I did take a quick look side by side with the Vinegar Syndrome one, which we got, was it the end of last year, right? I think it was the end of last year. Now, as far as I can tell, I believe the transfer is exactly the same because I'm almost positive the 4K transfer for both actually came from Paramount. So transfer-wise, it's the same. But extras, this thing has extras coming out of like every possible orifice that it has. So now I did do a quick side-by-side as extras. Obviously, there aren't too many on the Vinegar Syndrome release, but there are a couple of the interviews are included in the Imprint one, which I'm going to get to a couple of details in just a second. But there are a couple that are not, that are exclusive to the Vinegar Syndrome one, including the commentary track, interview with the visual effects producer, what was the other one? Interview with actor Michael Carter. I believe those are the extras that are not in the Imprint one. Oh, and I don't think the TV spot is either. So this thing is a 4-disc set. It's a 4K disc, 2 Blu-rays, as well as the CD soundtrack. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% sure of as of this recording, if I do find out, I'll put it on the screen, is whether or not the discs, the Blu-ray discs, are region locked or not. Or what region is Australia? I'm not sure if they're region locked or not anyway, but because the Blu-ray and the Vinegar Syndrome one was region A locked. So obviously the 4K disc and the first Blu-ray will both have the film on it. And this, I don't even know where to begin. There's a million extras included, and on the second Blu-ray, it actually has a feature-length documentary called A World War II Fairy Tale, The Making of Michael Mann's The Keep, which combines over 100 interviews across the globe and a treasure trove of extremely rare material. So that is awesome, and like I said, also has a CD soundtrack, and it has several commentary tracks and a ton of interviews. Like I said, it has so much on here as far as the limited edition and the contents of it. So it's got a full-color laminated 27 by 40 folded print of the original poster, a reprint of the official 5-issue comic series by F. Paul Wilson and Matthew Smith, a reproduction of the original 1983 press kit, a reproduction of the original 1983 lobby cards, a hardcover book featuring 80 pages of photographs, original production material, brand new essays, a reprint of the 1984 Fangoria article, that's nice, a reprint of the first draft script, a 3D lenticular hard case housing of all 4 discs, plus a custom-made transparent PVC display case with anti-scratch film lamination of the cross, a lot of the crosses that you see in the film. So this thing is just massive. Obviously, if you're a fan of the film, it's definitely worth picking up. I mean, this thing is massive. Now, I'm pretty sure there most likely will be like kind of a standard retail release coming that, I don't know if it'll have all 3 discs as far as the 4K disc and the 2 Blu-rays. It just won't have the soundtrack, obviously won't have all the other stuff, or if it only have the 4K disc and the Blu-ray with the movie and stuff on it. That I'm not sure, so I don't know if the documentary is exclusive to this release or not. And again, it is currently set for September 10th. And now we get to the Shout Studios and Scream Factory titles. Now, obviously last week I already had the titles. I didn't have the specifics because the official announcement hadn't come in yet. But now they have, and interestingly, there's a couple titles that seem like were coming, but not. I think they're coming later on. But either way, let's get to it. So the Shout Studio titles, I'll go over specifics in just a minute. Let me just mention them real quick. So coming August 12th is the 4K release of World Trade Center. August 26th, 4K 4K of City on Fire. August 19th, the Blaxploitation Volume 2 4K and Blu-ray box set. And then coming August 5th is the Shaw Brothers Collection Volume 7 Blu-ray box set. So just go over a couple of quick details here. So first up, so the 4K Blu-ray release of World Trade Center retails for $39.98, and it's a 2-disc set, as I said, 4K Blu-ray, both with the movie on it. The 4K has a new 4K transfer approved by Oliver Stone, and we'll have 3 audio tracks, stereo 2.0 track, 5.1 track, as well as a Dolby Atmos track. Ports over, I believe these are pre-existing extras, including a commentary track with Oliver Stone and a commentary track with real-life first responders. And then the included Blu-ray has a bunch of interviews as well, including one with Oliver Stone, first responders, several of the actors, the cinematographer, the composer, and the writer, as well as a couple of deleted and extended scenes. And then next up is the 4K Blu-ray release of the movie City on Fire, which, again, I believe this is the first release they have of the Golden Harvest deal that they made. Like, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so we're starting to get them out. So again, this is due out August 26th, retailing for $39.98. So I have 4K disc, Blu-ray disc, obviously both of them with the movie on it, as a 4K scan from the original camera negative, and it will have both the original Cantonese as well as an English dub option, plus a commentary track. And then the included Blu-ray has the movie with the commentary track, as well as a couple of interviews, especially one, or including one rather, with the screenwriter. Inside City on Fire with the author Grady Hendrix, an interview with the film historian Rick Myers and film historian Kim Newman, as well as a theatrical trailer and image gallery. And before I forget, because I usually do, just a heads up, any Shout Scream Factory Blu-rays are always region A locked, but luckily the 4Ks are region free. I can't wait for a lot of the other Golden Harvest movies to come to get released, especially the John Woo ones, Better Tomorrow, Hard Boiled, The Killer, again, one of my favorite films. And then we have the Blaxploitation Volume 2 release August 19th, retailing for $169.98, and went over the movies last time. I'll just go over. So again, 4K with a Blu-ray. Now, just scanning through, I believe, because some of these obviously were released before. I think there's only one new extra, and the rest have been ported over from previous releases. But each one does have a new restoration from the original camera negative. So let me just go through the movies again. So we have Foxy Brown from 1974, Friday Foster from 1975, Cotton Comes to Harlem from 1970, Bucktown from 1975, Slaughter from 1972, Slaughter's Big Ripoff from 1973, and then on the Blu-ray version of Slaughter's Big Ripoff is the kind of main extra, which is The Cost to Be the Boss, the Blaxploitation Films of AIP Part 2, which is obviously continue on from the first box set, because part 1 was on the Cross 110th Street disc. And again, that is due out August 19th. And then finally, as far as the Shout stuff goes, we have the Shaw Brothers Volume 7 release coming August 5th for retailing for $169.98. And now we have the films, and again, it's Blu-ray. They're all region A locked. I think there's a couple of interviews, but mainly the new stuff is a couple of commentary tracks, I believe, on each film. Yeah, on each film. So it's 11 films with 11 discs. Let's see. Let's just go right to it. The Imperial Tomb Raiders from 1973, Legend of the Bat from 1978, The Shadow Boxer from 1975, The Spiritual Boxer from 1975, Heaven's Sword and Dragon Saber from 1978, Heaven's Sword and Dragon Saber 2 from 1978 as well, and Shaolin Handlock from 1978, Swordsman and Enchantress from 1978 as well. A lot of stuff from 1978. The Proud Twins from 1979, A Deadly Secret from 1980, and finally Heroes Shed No Tears from 1980. And again, that is due out August 5th. So an interesting one, because it was actually announced on Blu-ray.com, is a 4K release of Miami Vice, the Michael Mann film, coming as part of the Shout Select lines be 4K, and a Blu-ray release which is cool. I actually really like that film. I think some people kind of dismissed it because they know what a film version of Miami Vice, but it's actually really good because it is a Michael Mann film. But obviously, it wasn't released for their August title, so maybe that one kind of got out a little early. Maybe it's set for September. I hope so. Well, if it is set for September, obviously we'll find out next month. And now we move on to Scream Factory titles, which now we have the details on. So let's see. First up, we have a couple of Steelbook re-releases of previous ones they've already put out. First one coming August 12th is a 4K Steelbook of The Strangers. Now again, it's the same release from before. It's just in a Steelbook, retailing for $44.98. And it will be a 3-disc set, the 4K disc as well as 2 Blu-rays. The 4K disc has the unrated version, and then one Blu-ray is the theatrical version, and then the other Blu-ray has the unrated version. And the next up, coming August 19th, also retailing for $44.98, is a Steelbook version of Drag Me to Hell, and that's same thing. It's a 3-disc set, 4K disc, and 2 Blu-rays. Again, pretty much the same release as they already put out earlier, with the 4K disc having both the unrated and theatrical cuts, and then each Blu-ray included has the unrated and theatrical cuts and same extras and everything. Now, I did see something about 2 John Carpenter Steelbooks coming. Again, re-releases, but maybe, again, those could be set for October, because obviously, September-October timeframe, because they weren't announced. But one of them would be Prince of Darkness, and the other one would be the more recent Ghosts of Mars. So we'll see. We'll see if those are coming out in September. Again, we'll find out next month. And then let's see, Deathstalker 1 and 2 set for August 26th, retailing for $39.98. And it does have both films, so it's a 4-disc set because it has obviously each film in 4K as well as each film on Blu-ray, and I believe it's all the same set because they've already released these. Same extras, right? Just commentary tracks on each one. Yeah, but both films have new 4K restorations from their respective interpositives. And then it's set for August 26th. And now we get to down to the final 2, which I think are kind of a big deal. Are obviously the 4K releases of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Now again, these are 4K only. I'm pretty sure that other company still has the Blu-ray rights. So these are, so both of them are 4K only. So first up, Sleepaway Camp 2, set for October 12th, retailing for $36.98. Has a new restoration from the 35mm interpositive. It looks like it ports over the extras from their previous Blu-ray release from several years ago, but actually does have a couple of new extras, including Return to Sleepaway Camp 2, looking at the making of the film with counselor Jeff Hayes, author of Sleepaway Camp, making the movie and reigniting the campfire. I'm a Happy Camper, an interview with actor Brian Patrick Clark. And then the other new thing is Camp Carnage Inside the Makeup Effects, an interview with special makeup effects artist Bill Johnson. And then Sleepaway Camp 3, also set for August 12th, retailing for $36.98 as well. Again, ports over the extras from the older Blu-ray, and also has 3 new extras as well, including Return to Sleepaway Camp 3, again with Jeff Hayes, the author of Sleepaway Camp, making a movie and reigniting the campfire, plus Weeding Out the Bad Inside the Stunts, interview with stunt coordinator Lonnie Smith Jr., and then finally Angela's Greatest Hits, Inside the Sleepaway Songs, interview with songwriter-performer John Alton. And then ports over the previous extras, which again, are on the 4K disc. You know, Scream Factory doesn't always do that, so I'm glad they're starting to put a couple more extras on their 4K discs, because these films are not long. They're 80 minutes, so plenty of room on that disc to include some older extras. So I'm glad they're on the 4K disc. And again, the Blu-ray discs are tied up with another company. Now there is a shoutfactory.com website exclusive, one of their bundles, where you can get both films with alternate slipcovers as well as posters, or a poster. Let's see, obviously set for August 12th, up for pre-order for $73.96. So outside of the two films, obviously, it has 2 additional slipcovers made exclusively for this promotion, featuring new artwork from artist Devon Whitehead, a limited edition 18 by 24 double-sided rolled poster of the original theatrical artwork for both films, and an exclusive limited edition 28.5 by 16.5 rolled poster made exclusively for this promotion of the newly designed artwork from artist Devon Whitehead. So the Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 poster, so it's on either side of that poster, and then the one with the new artwork it's just one giant image. It's very similar to what they used to do with the steelbooks kind of back when. I think it's the same size of those, because it's such an awkward size, that 28.5 by 16.5. Not exactly an easy frame to find for posters of that size. And again, those are due out August 12th. So that's everything for this video. Again, kind of jumping around all over the place. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of sit down and cover these. Kind of a crazy time, but I'm actually working on, I have another video I need to finish, which should be posted very soon. And then another one I'm actually working on that I've been thinking about doing, and I've sort of already trying to get together trying to look up a lot of details from over the years that I want to do soon about a couple of crowdfunding things that I did that did not go well, as far as obviously movie related stuff. So yeah, it's because some of them kind of been eating away at me for a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on it. One, it gives me a chance to vent a little bit, but also it's you know, a little bit of a warning, you know, because now a lot of crowdfunding stuff is fine, you know. I do want to kind of stress that, like, I think most of it tends to be fine, but one or two here and there, unfortunately. But again, that one is in the works, so I do hope to have that up very soon. But again, I want to make sure I find all the information for all the stuff I want to complain about. So let me know your thoughts on all of these announcements, and also, again, a very special shout out to Adam for the $5 tip on the last video. Please go check out his YouTube channel at Hype Is Here Media. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.